Omo, today is Sunday and happy Sunday to you all. I want us to talk about the latest updates that has to do with Nigerian football live here. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam, but you can also call me Ebuka, and I'm here with Chanana
Chinedu in the building.
So guys, quickly, let's jump into it and let's begin with the FIFA U17 Women's World Cup. And Nigeria is participating. Nigeria's under-17 women national team is participating in this one. What would you say about their performance so far?
Let's be frank, their performance has not been good at all. Even though they have qualified to the next stage, but they qualified because they were third in their group and they were well placed as one of the third best teams. That's why they were able to qualify. So their performance has not been that good because they've played 3 games, they've lost 2, and they won their last game. That helped them to qualify. But you see, one problem with qualifying as a third best team is that when you qualify, you are going to meet a team who is going to top his or a group. And when you meet a team like that, being third in your group and going to meet someone who is first, the momentum will always be with that person. Fine, we've seen tournaments where teams that have been third have gone on to do well or have won the tournament, but how many times that happens? It's just one in a blue moon. So when you have something like that, you are always expected to start the tournament well, but you can't predict because this is football. Now it's a knockout stage. Anything can happen. And when it comes to knockout stages, whether you are last and you are playing the game, you can map up a strategy that can help you qualify. Exactly. So let's hope that the ladies will do something meaningful with the opportunity that has been given to them, even though they have not started the tournament well. But as they have been able to progress to the next stage, we are hoping to see something better.
All right, so let me bring you up to speed when it comes to the Super Flamingos and what they have done so far in the Under-17 Women's World Cup. So far in the group stages, they played against Canada. They lost by 4-1. Against France, they lost by a goal. And against Samoa, they beat Samoa by 4-0. That helped them, go to the next stage. Their next opponent in the knockout phases is Italy. Now, Italy in the group phases, they beat Costa Rica by 3-0. They beat the host Morocco by 3-1, and they beat almighty Brazil by 4-3. Wow. That is the next team Nigeria is going to face in this particular one. Do you think Nigeria edges, do you think they can do something spectacular when it comes to this particular knockout stage?
Based on the results so far and statistics and everything, you expect Nigeria to lose the next game by maybe 3 or 4.
They are underdogs in this game.
Yes, and the performance, everything is going in the way of Italy. But as I said earlier, when it comes to knockout phase, you can't predict too much. You can't put too much because it's just one game, and it will be based on strategy.
It could even go as far as penalties.
You understand? So that is strategy. So that should tell you that when they get things right, they get their strategy right, they can qualify. They just have to frustrate Italians, even though they are good in scoring goals. With a team like this, you see, no matter how you guys, Nigerians will be termed as underdog. So when Italy will expect to score first or to score in the early embers and settle their nerves. So when you are able to stay in the game for the first 20 minutes, as time goes on, you understand that the heavyweight will start getting G3 because they are the ones supposed to play the game.
There will be pressure on them.
If this game ends and Italy beats Nigeria 3-0, I don't think anyone will. It's no news, you understand? So, but when the goals are not coming and the game is at a statement 0-0 and prolongs, then Nigeria will start getting their opportunities one by one. So I'm only praying that they don't concede an early goal or don't concede in the first half. That will be a great opportunity to them. So the strategy must be right. They've not done well, but this is a one-off game, so they have to do what it takes to. When they want to qualify, they have to put that their life depends on it and give their all. Let's see what they can. I'm not expecting too much from them, but they should give us a better performance.
So guys, you have heard from Chanana. I'm just going to make this very simple. Nigeria know they carry last. They should put it at the back of their minds. They might not have started well. Normally happens like that. It's cool, but given an opportunity like this, just show us what we can do. So Nigeria know they carry last. They should just put it at the back of their heads. Now let's move away from that and talk about Alex Iwobi. In the EPL, when you talk about African players with most appearances, Alex Iwobi has now joined the big boys, top 5. He's part of that. He has now made 300 appearances in the English Premier League. Now, if you take a look at the list, we have Kolo Toure, who has made 353 appearances so far in the EPL. Mohamed Salah sits second with 309 appearances. And also Wilfred Zaha sits third with 305. Jordan Ayew sits fourth with 305. And also Alex Iwobi, after playing for Fulham against Newcastle United, has now made 300 appearances in the English Premier League. Now spans out when he played for Arsenal, Everton, and now Fulham. Now, if you take a look at the statistics after playing 300 games in the EPL, he has scored 32 goals and provided 40 assists. That is so good for a midfielder of his caliber. And after looking at this list, you know what I thought? If the season goes to the end, definitely he will be third, because looking at Jordan Ayew, who is now with Leicester City in the Championship, and also Wilfred Zaha, who is not playing in the EPL anymore. So it's easy for Alex Iwobi to be third on this list. But what do you have to say about Alex Iwobi and him achieving this particular, milestone?
I think for Alex Iwobi, his time in the Premiership has been very, very fruitful. From Arsenal to Everton to Fulham. He has done very, very well. And you see, he started as a winger, but I think he has changed a bit, and now he has over there, and now he has become an attacking midfielder, which I think now he's playing better. He's playing better than he was as a winger at all, because maybe his breakout season and all that stuff at Arsenal was the best, but as time went on, his performance dropping and things. So kudos to the coach that saw an eye and was able to transform him from a winger to an attacking midfielder, and I think that has helped him a lot. That has given him that longevity to be able to be in the Premier League now, because let's be frank, if he was still playing as a winger, I think maybe by now he had left the Premier League and gone to another team, you understand? But now playing as a midfielder, an attacking one at that, I tell you, he has been giving his best, and for the past 2-3 seasons, he has been one of Fulham's best players in the league. You understand? Last season, he gave double numbers with a goal contribution and all that thing. And this season too, even though the goals and things are not coming yet,
he has scored 1 goal, provided 2 assists in 9 games.
You understand? Fulham has not been on their top form this season yet. That's why I think maybe his form is also suffering a bit. But the moment Fulham gets their mojo or get their momentum going,
he's the one going to score the goals.
He's going to pick up. Because last season also what he did for Fulham, and we are expecting him to do the same, because we will be needing his services going forward. As Nigerians, we'll be needing his services to do something for us in the playoffs. So we want him to build momentum and regain his form back, even though he's not performing badly. But we just want him to be at his best, because we'll be needing him very soon. But kudos to him for this milestone.
Yeah. So guys, let us know what you think about this concerning Alex Iwobi. Now, let's move away from that and talk about an interesting topic that has to do with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Since the appointment of Eric Sepushel, he has brought in new players to the Super Eagles. And I want to go through the list before I ask you a question. Now, he has brought in Olakule Olusegun. He has brought in Benjamin Fredericks, who is like my personal favorite, very good player by our standard. Igor Ugu, he brought him in. Tolu Aruku Dari, it was Eric Sepushel that gave him his debut in the national team. Christian Stus Uche, it was Eric Sepushel. Felix Agu, it was Eric Sepushel. And also Akko Adams. These are players Eric Sepushel has given debuts to them in the national team. My question is, who is next? Who is going to be the next player to get their debut call-up to the national team? Now, I have made a list of 3 players. Last time we talked about Ebenezer Akinsanmiro, who plays for Pisa, who played against AC Milan. Superb midfielder. He played very well. We already talked about him. I think he's one player that I believe might be earning one very soon. But yesterday, we all watched Brentford versus Liverpool. You also watch it. As an investor, we're not happy about it at all. Broken heart. But then there was one Nigerian player, or let me say he was born in Italy but of Nigerian descent, who played so well and walked away with the man of the match. Wow. Micheal Kayode.
Give that amazing
long throw. In fact, let me mention his full name. Micheal Olabode Kayode.
Yoruba in the building.
Yoruba in the building. So he's the talk of town. He's the one everyone is talking about on social media. And people believe that if Eric Sekushaw is able to give all these players their debut call-up and everything, then it is possible for him to have a chat with Micheal Kayode, who has rose through the ranks. When it comes to Italy, he has played, I think the last time he played was Italy under 21s.
Oh, okay.
He played with them, but he's a right back. Look at Nigeria's right back currently. Olaina, injured. Bright Osayi Samuel. He's on and off.
On and off, yeah.
That's my problem with him. Recently, we were using Benjamin Fredericks. Nigeria was using Benjamin Fredericks in that right back position, which is not bad. But looking at what Micheal Kayode did against Liverpool, I'm like, what? I am all for it. He's 21, he's young, he can be the future. But you saw him first stand yesterday against Liverpool. Yeah. Let us know what you think he brings on board, just if in case Nigeria are able to get him in the team.
I think they should make an effort and trying to see whether they can get him in the team. Maybe this qualifies I'm sure it will come in too early. But when they make an effort, I think the next one he can be ready and present, because we all know changing nationality takes a bit of time and all that stuff. But with his performance at the right back, when you have a player now, footballers progress a lot of tactics and other things are being used in scoring goals. Now you don't depend solely on working the ball through passes. Now they use throws,
long throws
and crosses and other stuff. And when you have a player like that who can throw very well, we also Brentford scored the first goal from his throwing.
True.
So when you have a player who can give you that as an added weapon in scoring goal, it's very, 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 very good for the team. So when you have a player like that, I think Nigeria should do anything, because I don't see Italy calling him anytime soon. So this is an opportunity for Nigeria. They should go in and try as much as possible. Since he has his parents are, I think both his parents are Nigerians.
Yeah, but he was born in Italy.
This is far easy. You understand? If you just talk to him and talk to his parents, try to talk to him and tell him that, Master, your future lies here. We are going, because 21 years there, he can give the national team over 10 years of good service. So they should try and talk to him and see whether, because playing for Brentford, you don't know what the future might hold. He might go to a bigger team, and when he moves to a bigger team, convincing him now will be a bit difficult. You understand? These players, let's be frank, they didn't grow up in Nigeria or whatever African country. So sometimes when you want to convince them, it's a bit dicey. So when he moves to a bigger team, automatically Italy will come for him, and it will be difficult for him to refuse.
They've already started scooping around after the hype and everything.
Because he started playing their ranks under 17, you understand? So when he wants to play for Italy, it's very, very simple. You understand? So Nigeria, now that he's not getting a look in by Italy, now is the time for Nigeria to look fast and go in and get him to come and play for them. Because his performance is very, very good.
Very good. Yeah, I really enjoyed his performance against Liverpool, and he even worked away with the man of the match. That shows you how important he was for Brentford. So this is an excellent one concerning Micheal Kayode. Now, the last player I want to talk about is called rafui durosinmi. Rafui durosinmi. I hope I got the pronunciation right. He plays for Victoria Pleasant.
Okay.
And in fact, I had the first chance to see him in the Europa League. Superb.
Against Roma.
Superb. Like, that guy, I don't know why Nigerian forwards are all tall. He's also tall. He's playing wonderfully well. And I feel like, looking at the injuries to the forwards, if there's one player who could easily get a call up to the Black Stars, it is Rafui durosinmi. I hope I just got the pronunciation right. Yeah, and what he's doing with Victoria Pleasant, it's an excellent job. So far this season, he has scored 5 goals in 11 appearances in the league, and in the Europa League, he has scored 3 goals.
Wow.
That should only tell you he's a very good, prolific goal scorer for Victoria Pleasant. And I feel like, looking at how goals are very difficult to come by in Nigeria, it's like it's the sole responsibility of Victor Osimhen. You need someone else who can come in and carry the burden of Victor Osimhen. I'm not saying he's the solution, but I just feel like, looking at the way Eric Sekushaw is giving call-ups to a lot of new players, these 3 definitely in the future could also get collapse.
Yeah.
You understand? So these are these three players we mentioned: Micheal, Kayode, Ebenezer, Akinsanmiro, and also rafui, durosinmi. Let us know what you think about it down below in the comments, or if there is any other player out there who you believe could easily get call-ups to the national team. Let us know down below in the comments. Last one, let's talk about Dele Bashiru. Yep. Do you think Nigeria missed him the last time they played because he was injured?
I think they missed him, because for me, I believe Dele Bashiru is one of the midfielders that Nigeria don't have his type, because he can do box to box. It's a natural box to box midfielder. I don't think Nigeria has a natural box to box midfielder. It's either they have a midfielder who is combative and other stuff, you understand, but having a box to box who can do both, can be combative and at the same time move forward, someone like a Declan Rice, I don't think they have anyone like that. And when anytime he's fit, he always plays for Lazio. That tells you that he's very, very good, you understand, because sometimes when you play for these foreign clubs and you are always injured, now they will just throw you away. When you come back, you don't get back. For a player to injury and come, he always playing, that you tell that the team has a lot of faith in him and they see his talent and potential. And he has played severally for Nigeria, even though he has not given a classic performance for Nigeria yet, but he always does well when he plays for Nigeria. So we are hoping that he should be fit and get some 1 or 2 games before the international break comes in for him to be able to get a call up.
All right. So speaking about Dele Bashiru, since you talked about him getting fit, this is an update we got concerning his injury updates. Now he picked up a hamstring injury around September. That is the reason why we did not see him play with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now the good news, this is coming from Lazio, is that he has resumed individual training and he's nearing full fitness, which is very good news. That means definitely if he gets 1 game or 2 games in the tank, he could be ready and also prepared for Nigeria in their playoffs, which is a very good news for Eric Sekweshel, also for Nigeria too. And I believe that this is the right timing, because if you're looking for one department in Nigeria are falling short, is that midfield. It's too flat. It's like there are no creativity inside, aside from Iwobi. No one else. You understand my point? So for Dele Bashiru, this is a good one. Let us know what you think about it down below in the comments. So guys, we are going to end here. Last question: do you think Nigeria can beat Italy? It's possible?
My head is telling me no, but my heart is saying yes.
Yes, okay. I believe they can do it. Yeah, I believe they can do it. But if they still don't, we still love them, we still appreciate them for at least going to the next round. So guys, we'll make sure to see you in the next one and bring you more updates to life here. My name is Adam. You can call me Ebuka Chanana
in the building.
See you in the next one. We go vibe.